Well, it's the big day. It has come. The qualifier too. We all waiting for Punjab Kings versus Mumbai Indians, and the winner is going to join Royal Challengers Bangalore in the IPL 2025 final. That's going to take place at the Narendra Modi Stadium on June 3. But before that, on Sunday today, we have the all-important game, and it's going to determine which team actually progresses to that summit clash. But if we talk about both the teams here, Punjab Kings and Mumbai Indians, well, Punjab Kings, they've had a great season so far with multiple victories, shining stars in Priyansh Arya, Prabsimran Singh. And for Mumbai Indians, we talk about, well, they did not really do well in the first few games or so, but then towards the latter half of the tournament, Mumbai Indians clearly showed why they hold a specific reputation as far as IPL is concerned. Joining me here is my namesake Siddharth Vishwanathan, and we are going to talk to you about the PBKS versus MI qualifier 2, the various aspects, the head-to-head record, who really holds the advantage, and then we will give you the latest toss update.
Well, it is a high voltage clash. Let's make no mistake about it. It's now boiled down to the last two games. It's MI versus PBKS. MI have broken the eliminator rut against Gujarat Titans that was there. Remember, they had not won for the past 4-5 games against the Gujarat Titans. They are riding on that confidence. Punjab Kings, on the other hand, they had a horrendous loss in Mullapur. And that is why heading into this contest, it is very much like their head-to-head record. Too close to call. Because when you look at the head-to-head record, 33 matches played in the entire history of the IPL between Mumbai Indians and the Punjab Kings. 17-16. That's how close this contest is. And if you look at Ahmedabad, oh man, that's another horror story altogether. But see, it is a team of contrasting fortunes, but in the qualifier, it is going to be a straightforward new chapter for both. But, yeah, I have to say Mumbai Indians, again that streak, top two have always gone through to the final. Top two. In the last 3-4 editions, at least what you say. Bottom two have never managed to do it. If there is one team that can break that streak, it is the Mumbai Indians.
Why do you say so? Is it because of the reputation, that they hold as far as their IPL record is concerned, or, do you think there is more to what meets the eye?
It's the reputation. I mean, look at it. Mumbai Indians last went through the Eliminator qualifier route in 2023. They absolutely hammered Lucknow Super Giants in Chennai. But then they were undone by a Shubman Gill masterclass then in Ahmedabad. And again, you're seeing Ahmedabad. MI versus PBKS is going to happen. Contrasting games. But then MI had a bad game in qualifier 2. GT didn't have a good game against CSK, but GT came out on top. Here, MI had a decentish game against GT, but PBKS had a horror game. So, anything can happen. See, a qualifier and a final is a luck of the draw. It's a lottery. Whoever ends up with the right tactics, whoever ends up taking the right things on the field, whoever ends up ensuring that, okay, we take the right catches, right wickets at the right time, doesn't allow a partnership to build. This is where you will win both the qualifier and the final. But look at it. 17-16, hardly anything to differentiate between the Punjab Kings and the Mumbai Indians.
But you talk about the matchups or the interesting tactics that the captains might have to take here. The other day we spoke to Mr. Gavaskar, and he said that, the one matchup that he is looking forward to, it is the Punjab Kings openers in Priyansh Arya, Prabsimran Singh against Jasprit Bumrah, which is that one matchup that you are looking forward to.
Shreyas Iyer versus Jasprit Bumrah.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's good.
Look at it. Shreyas Iyer at this point in time, you take the captain out. Prabsimran and Priyansh Arya, sure, they did well in the previous game against the Mumbai Indians also. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Priyansh Arya did well in Jaipur. And then after that, Shreyas Iyer and all came in and chipped in. And of course, you had Inglis doing very, very well. But if you have to ensure that you do well on a rather flat wicket in Ahmedabad, remember, there was a 40% chance of rain today. There is a 65% chance in the final. But that will happen in the afternoon period. So that is why it is not having that much of dew. There was dew in Mullapur, in the Mumbai Indians game. There wasn't much in the RCB game. There is rain, there is the humidity that is there, and that is why when you look at it, the dry heat that is there in Ahmedabad, perhaps there may be no dew in it. So, Shreyas Iyer has to really, you looked at how a rising delivery from Josh Hazelwood ensured Shreyas Iyer fell victim. Here, a rising delivery or a Yorker from Jasprit Bumrah, what can happen? I mean, you take out the captain, they are under immense pressure.
Yeah.
So that is why that is the one matchup I'm really, really looking forward to. But yeah, Mumbai have that pedigree to raise their A game at crucial times. They will have known, yes, 2023 we lost the final. We lost the qualifier rather. We have to make it to the final so that whatever's happened in 24 and 22, they want to erase all that. Somewhere Punjab Kings' lack of experience in playing the playoffs might actually prove to be a big problem for them.
I think it's, not just down to the fact that Punjab Kings don't have the experience of playing in the playoffs. I think it is also pretty much the case wherein Punjab Kings lack a certain plan B, which was clearly shown in that game against RCB in Mullapur, the qualifier one that, I'm talking about. When you know that the wicket is offering some kind of assistance to the bowlers, you can probably play the waiting game for the first couple of overs, then, go for the shots. 160, 170, who knows, could have been a match-winning total, because the kind of start that later Phil Salt and Virat Kohli gave to RCB, that might not have been the case. At the total, they would have been chasing around 170, 180 odd. So assuming the fact that the Ahmedabad pitch turns out to be a little tacky, it is a little on the slower side. What do you do as Punjab Kings batters?
Well, Punjab Kings will have the advantage of a venue, because you look at MI and Ahmedabad. Sometimes you wish that you never had separated as a state on May 1st, 1960. Because look at it. 6 matches Mumbai have played in Ahmedabad, and this includes even 2014 and 15, because temporarily that was Rajasthan Royals' home ground also. But then ever since you've started playing GT, you haven't won against them in Ahmedabad. I'm just looking at 6 matches, 5 losses. There is something about, and I'll tell you, when was the last time Mumbai Indians won? It was 11 years ago. 25 runs, MI had beaten RR there. And who were the major players in that? Michael Hussey was the star. Michael Hussey was playing for Mumbai, remember? Lendl Simmons, Kyron Pollard, Rohit Sharma with 40 of 19. Okay? And as far as the bowling was concerned, there was Jasprit Bumrah, he didn't do well. Krishmar Santoki with 2 wickets. Pragyan Ojha, 2.
Either a pace bowler or a spinner, we still don't have an idea.
Yeah. Harbhajan Singh and Shreyas Gopal were the stars with 2 for 13 and 2 for 25. Out of that, only Bumrah is playing and Rohit is playing. The last time Mumbai had won, Rohit and Bumrah were both playing 11 years ago. So that is why when you look at the 25-run victory margin, PBKS have won more in Narendra Modi Stadium than the Mumbai Indians. So that gives them an advantage. Pitches or anything, and the way they started in the first game that they played at Narendra Modi Stadium, they really took Gujarat Titans to the sword.
240 odd they scored.
240 odd. But I think MI's bowling is a little better. Sure, they didn't have a good performance in the game in Jaipur.
But would you still say that MI have a pretty good bowling attack despite Deepak Chahar being injured? No update on Richard Gleeson also. You know that you still have Bumrah, Bolt, and their 8 overs are going to be as effective as ever, as it has been the
Plus
case
Santner.
in IPL 2025. You have Mitchell Santner also, who wasn't really required the other day in the Eliminator, but then this time around, if the wicket does look to be a little sluggish, then you know that you would definitely need Mitchell Santner here.
Exactly. So that's why, see, we don't know what is the kind of wicket that we are going to be dished out. I mean, I had this long post that has been given by some of the fans. Okay, I don't know how credible that is, but I'll read out certain pitch dynamics that has been given out to me rather. It depends on the kind of pitch where you're playing. Okay, so one of the things that I really found it interesting was that if you play on a black soil wicket, okay, you should bat first. So if you have that pitch, you have to bat first. If it's a red soil, then you can bat second. Because black soil, when you look at Ahmedabad, you know what happened on November 19th. It became tougher to defend the total. So that is why I think the one thing which I got is it depends upon pitch number. Which pitch number are you going to use? I don't know which pitch number they're going to use. So that is why, again, I am seeing all of this. Pitch number 7, you always have to bat first. And pitch number 6 will be used in the final match. That's what many people are stating. So, I don't know what the nature of the wicket will be in Ahmedabad for the 2 games. But we saw in 2023, it was simply a flat deck. On both occasions, it was a flat deck and you had a high scoring game. 15 overs, 171. In the other game also, you had 220 plus, if I'm not mistaken, with Shubman Gill doing well. So, that is why MI versus PBKS at this point in time, PBKS have not lost. If memory serves me, in IPL 2025, they have not lost 2 games in a row, isn't it? They have lost 4, but it's never been 2 on the trot.
Yeah.
This could be the worst time for that streak to end. So that's why, looking at it, PBKS and MI both have their pros, both have their cons. Determining a winner is going to be very difficult in this particular case.
I think if we talk about Mumbai Indians and obviously the changes that we have had, we discussed it earlier. They're not going to have Ryan Rickelton. There's not going to be Will Jacks. No update on Deepak Chahar. No update on Richard Gleeson also. But Johnny Bairstow, he has arrived once again in the IPL, like fish to water. That's the case with Bairstow. But the other, if you talk about Punjab Kings, they're not going to have Marco Jansen. There is Azmatullah Omarzai. There could be an anxiety to have someone like a Xavier Bartlett if you want to strengthen your pace bowling. Having maybe someone like a Bartlett who is more of a hit-the-deck bowler rather than Azmatullah who is more of a swing bowler here. I'm not sure, in case of matchups, if both the teams can really be distinguished. Obviously, when you have Jasprit Bumrah, you clearly have that advantage of 51-49 or 55-45, whatever prediction chances you want to give to the Mumbai Indians here. But with Punjab Kings...
But what will hurt them the most if there's no Yuzi Chahal?
I think Yuzi Chahal is all set to play the qualifier too. That's what, that's the latest report suggests, that Yuzi Chahal is on course to, play this qualifier too. He is fit, his wrist injury, he is recovering very well from that. And if he does play, then I think Yuzi Chahal and Brar would make the Punjab Kings' spin bowling attack far more competitive in comparison to Mumbai Indians.
Yes. That is why, Yuzi Chahal needs to be there, because Punjab just have Arshdeep. If they don't have anybody else, then that is the problem. Because both have been scarred, Mumbai and Punjab. Mumbai, by the game against Punjab Kings, they got scarred. Punjab have gotten scarred by RCB. And here, I've already highlighted this. What did Shreyas Iyer say after qualifier 1? There is a saying, we may have lost the battle, but not the war.
That quote really went viral.
So that is what? It's not back to the drawing board. We are in a position where we get a second opportunity. We are going to have to use it now. So they had a wake-up call, a major jolt. It's like you are just sleeping and suddenly alarm blares. A 12 o'clock fire alarm, it just blares at you. And that is where you have had a jolt. You need to just get your senses right and ensure you make it to the final. Because if that doesn't happen, it will be a season of opportunity missed. But Mumbai have overcome it with Hardik Pandya stating, when you have that, which is Bumrah bowling, it's a luxury. It's like Mumbai housing prices. He's that expensive. I mean, trust me, Mumbai, even if I work multiple crore jobs, I still can't afford a house in Mumbai. It's that expensive. But Bumrah is the cheat code. He's that valuable. So that's why two contrasting things, which is why I don't know what to make of the outlook that the teams will be having. Plus, Punjab had an additional rest day.
Yeah.
Mumbai didn't have an additional rest day.
I think in case of the rest days, we did talk about it ahead of the qualifier 1 also. There's RCB, PBKS, because PBKS, did play a game. RCB also played a game just a couple of days before the qualifier 1 actually happened. In Eliminator's case also, Mumbai Indians and the other team that you had. So overall, Gujarat Titans. So now heading into the qualifier 2, Mumbai Indians may not have had that kind of a rest. But then, if you look at it from a perspective, Mumbai Indians would have the momentum. But in case of Punjab Kings, the more break you have, it does give you time to recover, but then it would also bring back the memories of what really happened in that qualifier 1. So for Punjab Kings, this is a team, this is definitely a 3-year project that they have invested in. Even if, let's say, they do reach the final, maybe go on to win from there or do not win, what PBKS have really shown is that the kind of players that they have, the young talent that they have, the uncapped players, they are here to stay at least for the next 3 years, assuming there is no problems that they have in the management. Everything stays fine. They stay with the same captain, the coach, and they would probably be successful. But in case of Mumbai Indians, I just feel that these are probably some desperate times. The last time Mumbai Indians won a title was way back in 2020, but ever since then, if we take just one season out of consideration, that is 2023, Mumbai Indians have been underwhelming, or let's say, one of the most underperforming sides in the IPL in the last 4 years, to say the least. Not good performances at all, just a 3rd place finish that they had a couple of years ago. Had Hardik Pandya back as a captain under desperate circumstances. Now, the point is that if you lose from here, this would still at least guarantee you a top 3 finish, and you can still say that Mumbai Indians had more than a decent season. But that would not really go down well with the management or maybe the owners for that matter. Just an assumption that I'm saying, because this is a team wherein you have invested in, with most of the players, and they are obviously, some of them are on the wrong side of their 30s. There is Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav also, although their performances have still been pretty good. But as an owner, how do you really look at it?
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I mean, Mumbai are the team that has set the benchmark right here. So that's why the best time to beat a Mumbai Indians is before the final.
Yeah.
Because we know how they perform in the final. But then before we come to the toss, which is about 11 minutes away at this point, the question I want to ask everybody here, and I and Gulati will chip in. What is good for the IPL and for cricket? An RCB PBKS final or an RCB MI final?
RCB
Wait,
PBKS final.
with certain conditions.
Okay.
RCB PBKS gives you a first-time winner. But RCB MI, Virat versus Rohit, for potentially the last time on the grandest stage of them all. Potentially, they could even come back in 2026 and 2027 also and be in a summit clash. But Rohit versus Virat, plus with Bumrah there also, Bumrah versus Virat, RCB MI, is that great for the game, or RCB PBKS, that is great for the game?
I think you look at both perspectives, and let's say, even if I had a split personality, I would actually go on to pick the other option. If I'm picking X, the other personality can pick Y.
By the way, you do have a split personality.
Yeah,
I can't just say it on
there. We'll get to that later. Yeah, that's not important. But yeah, I think it's just for the benefit of the IPL. I would say you need more competitors. You need more competitive teams. And this is probably the first time in a very long time that Punjab Kings have had a setup in which you can believe in which you can actually stay with for the next 3 years or so. Because this is where, that major test that will lie 25, 26, 27. If you can stay with the same core, then there's a good chance that Punjab Kings might just turn out to be a great team at the end of this 3-year project that I clearly mentioned earlier. So for Punjab to probably face RCB in the final, I think that's going to be good for the IPL. You need a good champion. You need a new champion for that matter. If Punjab Kings face RCB, you will definitely have a new champion. And you're looking at IPL as a whole. Even if Mumbai Indians reach the final and face RCB, I think it's going to be a clash for the ages. It is going to be an epic encounter. Rohit versus Virat, maybe for the last time. Maybe we're not sure whether that's going to happen or not. Personally, I don't believe so. Because if both of them are to continue to be a regular part of India's ODI setup, then the least that they have to do is feature in the IPL consistently, because not really sure whether they have to feature in the Vijay Hazare Trophy or Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, whether they'll do that consistently or not. I'm not really sure about it. But not just for the sake of IPL, but also for the tournament as a whole, wherein you would need more competitors. I really hope that it turns out to be a Punjab Kings and an RCB final. But with that said, I think on current form, if I have to make a prediction, and obviously we will get to that, we'll get to your prediction, and you can also let us know your prediction in the comment section. Irrespective of what happens at the toss, I would go with Mumbai Indians as the favourites for this match. For me, MI are 55 and Punjab Kings are 45, but I really hope that Punjab spring a surprise.
For me, the ideal final. Ideal, when you look at it, it is a blockbuster of the charts final.
And before Siddharth continues, I'm going to tell you this thing, that he had made this prediction a while ago, that an MI RCB final would just be an ideal thing for IPL 2025.
RCB, I had predicted that they would come to the playoffs. And then after the playoffs, it's a lottery. Whoever wins, loses, that happens. But I had said MI may not make it. I made it to the playoffs. I had mentioned MI as one of them, but I didn't know whether they would make it past the Eliminator. Now they have done that. MI versus RCB. Look at what is at stake. If you want to fill a 132,000 stadium to capacity, Rohit versus Virat has to be there. It is Rajat Patidar versus Hardik Pandya. Two very, you may say, captains whose leadership and qualities are not spoken of that much. But you also have the cheat code in Jasprit Bumrah. Bumrah versus Hazelwood also. Look at that matchup, yaar. It is one for the ages when you look at it. Yeah. Bumrah bowling full tilt to Virat Kohli, a 1-over spell or a 2-over spell. you had the last thrilling final, when you had to look at it, involved CSK, GT CSK or MI CSK in 2019 and in 2023. Rest of the years, when you look at, it's all been one-sided. 22 was one-sided, 24 was one-sided, 21 was okay, but it was a one-sided final. 20 was one-sided, 18 was one-sided, 17 was a thriller. Even years you've seen thrillers. Audios.
2016 was also pretty much a thriller before RCB, let
you've
it go.
seen thrillers in odd years. This is an odd year, 2025. So that's why, yes, there's a novelty that RCB PBKS, a first-time winner is guaranteed. And there is a viral post going around also. This is the year where jinxes end. What is the jinxes? Harry Kane winning a title for the very first time. Crystal Palace winning a title for the very first time. PSG getting the UEFA Champions League for the very first time. Just last night and doing the treble. You also have Hobart Hurricanes winning the BBL title for the very first time.
It could actually be South Africa possibly winning the WTC final.
Possible, yes. Yeah. Now, imagine RCB also winning. But you know what will be the better thing? If RCB beat a juggernaut like Mumbai Indians in a final. Remember, Mumbai Indians have reached 8 finals. When you have to look at IPL and CLT20, won 7 of them. WPL, they have reached the final twice. They won both. MI New York, MI Cape Town, MI Emirates, whenever they reach the final, they have won. They are the supreme beasts when you enter the final. Only CSK have beaten them in 2010. If RCB do that, imagine what's going to happen. And we have done an interview with Sugumar, the RCB superfan. He will tell you why he believes June 3 is meant for RCB. That video will be up pretty soon. Okay. So let's see how that pans out. But I would say MI versus RCB is the dream final. This is the dream final that everybody would have wanted because Virat and Rohit have never played each other in the finals. And that is why it will add a new novelty to it. So RCB versus MI, that is my dream final though. So I'll just take a couple of comments before we get to the toss. I think it's only over 2 minutes. I'll just take a couple of comments which are there, okay? So just hold on a bit.
In the meantime, you can share your predictions of what do you think, could turn out to be in the match, whether it's the kind of matchups that you feel could take place, or it could be the Jasprit Bumrah X factor. Or do you think, Mumbai Indians, should they go in with Ashwini Kumar or maybe bring in Karn Sharma as another spinner in their ranks? Well, that remains to be seen what will happen, but you can share your thoughts or whatever you have in the comment section. We'll be free to take that. And also, in a couple of minutes time, join us for the toss update. We'll provide you of what's really going to happen at the toss and which team what obviously chooses to do. And we have the comments here. Ashish Dhar is saying that he's not really interested in Virat versus Bumrah. RCB and PBKS should be given equal opportunity to win as first time winners. MI have won enough titles and Monopoly should not
Ashish Dhar, come on, we are not in a corporate battle here. We're in Monopoly and everything. You play to win. You have to win at every point in time. So that is why I am saying, if you win 6, you win 7, so what? You have to also enjoy dominance also. So let us ensure that this happens in a big way, that anybody should come, may the better team win on the given day. Sarat Chandra is like saying, Ahmedabad this season has produced batting paradises. Average first innings scores 221 with batting first teams winning 6 times. So I would say bat first, bat big. I hope Hardik uses the bowlers wisely. I think he did very well in that GT game.
But I don't think, it's really going to be a high scoring game, because if you take a look at Mumbai Indians' bowling lineup here, I think that is going to probably make the difference. You have the 8 overs of Bumrah and Bolt. Bolt can still, leak a few runs. He has that tendency. Clearly, he hasn't really been the best of the performers for Mumbai Indians this season, but then he has been pretty effective ever since the arrival of Bumrah. But the 4 overs of Bumrah might just be the difference in this game. And that's where I feel that, it might not reach the totals of 230, 240 or 250. I think it's probably going to be around 200 and 210. And we'll probably get a nail biter.
I think you will see more than that.
Oh.
This is an Ahmedabad wicket. Let us make one thing very clear here. Amongst all the wickets, I think this has been the flattest. Alongside maybe a Wankhede. A Wankhede has also produced 160, 170 plus consistently, but it's also produced 200 plus totals as well. So that's why MI at this point in time, they need to ensure that they have the right tactics. So Hardik had the right tactics against GT team, because He got in Bumrah when the partnership between Sundar and Sudarshan was going guns. And he nailed that Yorker, and Washington Sundar, the ball of the tournament, when you have to look at it, it's done. There's a stat that the host broadcasters have put up. The combined playoff experience for Punjab Kings is the players who are featured in playoffs in multiple teams and all that. It's 44. MI 94. That's the gulf. That is the gap that you've got between Mumbai Indians and Punjab. But then, before we get to the toss, what is the thing? Who do you think is winning today?
I'm saying it's Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai.
But I really want Punjab Kings to win.
And Punjab have won the toss.
They have won the toss, and I think they have elected to bowl first. That is what Shreyas Iyer has done. That PBKS are going to bowl first in Ahmedabad. I think the prediction maybe is going to be right. As far as the dew is concerned, there was actually a bit of weather around in Ahmedabad, but that's not really going to be the case as far as the match progresses. It is 0% chance of rain, so that might stay. But then dew could really be a factor here. That's why maybe Punjab Kings have chosen to bowl first.
Oh, so it is pitch number 7.
Which
means it's a red soil wicket.
Which is an advantage for PBKS to bowl first.
Yeah, because that is the thing. It's a red soil wicket. So that is why it is going to be very, very interesting as to how it pans out. Because see, ultimately center pitch and other pitch in Ahmedabad, toss doesn't matter, but pitch number 7 you have to bat first as it slows down. But here I was told that it is black soil, but then many people are saying it is red soil. So that is why I don't know how it is. So that's why it depends upon how the Punjab Kings bowlers restrict MI. So yeah,
I think anything less than 200 and you are saying advantage
Punjab Kings then, because then you'll definitely have first time winners. Then I'm just waiting for the team sheet to come. I don't know what are the changes that.
But then overall, what do you make of this decision? Despite Punjab, let's say having Yuzi is back.
Wow,
that's great for Punjab Kings. Yuzvendra Chahal has returned after missing a couple of games due to a wrist injury. He is fit to play for Punjab Kings. Whether or not they have Harpreet Brar or not, well, that remains to be seen.
I think
but this
that
is
will
sure
be an impact
that
sub.
There is Yuzvendra Chahal.
Oh, they can't have an impact sub because Harpreet will be bowling. I think he will be there.
Yeah, and even Hardik Pandya at the toss, he has said that Mumbai Indians would have bowled first, but this time around they need to bat well and assess the conditions. It has gotten a little flatter. That's what Hardik Pandya is saying. Initially, maybe there was some kind of a moisture or some kind of tackiness that he would have felt in the wicket, but that's not really the case. That's what he has mentioned, that it does look on the slighter, flatter side here. It is going to be of some help for the pace bowlers early on because there is some kind of weather around. There had been some rain before the match, but then during the match there isn't any much chance of rain, no major threat at all. So we can have 40 overs in time, and we have the
team
11s.
sheets. Yes, so it is for Mumbai. I'll start first. Rohit Sharma, Johnny Bairstow, he's the wicket keeper. Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Namandir, Hardik Pandya, Raj Bawa, Mitchell Santner, Trent Bolt, Jasprit Bumrah and Reece Topley.
Oh.
There is no Richard Gleeson. He suffered an injury, so Reece Topley is in, and the impact sum most likely will be Ashwini Kumar.
So Deepak Chahal continues to miss out.
3 left-handers, Bolt, Topley and Ashwini Kumar. Maybe, I don't know if there is no Karan Sharma also in the...
There is Satyanarayan Raju or...
No, there is KL Srijit, there's Raghu Sharma, there is Robin Mins and there is Bevan Jacobs. But obviously you can't play Bevan Jacobs because there are 4 foreigners.
So it's going to be Ashwini Kumar only.
Yeah, Ashwini Kumar.
Gleeson has a niggle and that's what Hardik Pandya has confirmed. Now PBKS.
PBKS, Priyansh Sharia, Shreyas Iyer, Inglis, Nehal Vadera, Shashank Singh, Marcus Stoinis, Azmatullah Omarzai, Vijay Kumar Vishak, Kyle Jamieson, Yuzi Chahal, Arshdeep Singh.
So basically, Prab Simran Singh is going to be their impact sub and Harpreet Brar is not going to be a part of this match.
Yes.
Vijay Kumar Vishak is the designated one of the seamers that they have. So that's the playing 11s that we have for you. A couple of changes for both the teams. Punjab Kings, Yuzvendra Chahal, he was injured a couple of matches ago, but now he is back and he comes into the playing 11. There is no Harpreet Brar. Prab Simran Singh will most likely be their impact sub. Vijay Kumar Vishak gets a game. He was also a part of the game when Punjab Kings played their tournament opener against Gujarat Titans at the same venue, and he was their match winner. For Mumbai Indians, Richard Gleeson goes out due to a niggle that he suffered the other day in the Eliminator against Gujarat Titans. Reece Topley comes in, no Deepak Chahar, and that's the case with Mumbai Indians, that Ashwini Kumar will more than likely once again be the impact sub.
4 left-handed bowlers and 1 right-armer. That's the Mumbai Indians at this point in time. So yes.
Am I allowed to change my prediction?
You can.
Okay, I'm going to go with Punjab Kings now.
I'm sticking with the Mumbai Indians. I think big game temperament, they should do it. But again, 2023, they did lose qualifier too. So yes, I'm backing the Mumbai Indians. I think it'll be an RCB MI final. But
I was backing the Mumbai Indians before the toss, but now I think it's Punjab Kings who hold the advantage.
We'll see. We'll be back for the mid-match also, but we'll join you for a very lengthy post-match discussion. We will find out who faces RCB on June 3 at the same venue. So from me and Sid Gulati here, it is bye-bye. See you for the mid-match. Lot more videos coming your way. Bye-bye.